Greetings to you all, my fellow Nigerians and other viewers. Hope you guys are doing fine and thank you so much for stopping by. So, my people, it's just a pity that at this age, Nigeria is still battling with insecurity, and the worst part is that the government are doing absolutely nothing about it. Hundreds and thousands of people are dying every day in this country, and the government are doing nothing to bring permanent solution to this. Is this how we are going to continue in this country? Because with the report reaching us today is that Benue State is under siege as herdsmen kill over 500 people in Agatu, Otukpo and Akpa local governments in Benue State. So my people, I'm going to be giving you guys the news in full details, but before I do so, please help us to like and share this video so that this video will be recommended to other people. Thank you. Now, the news in full details, it says, Benue State, the nation food basket, is trapped in an endless crisis. Residents of over 200 villages now find themselves targeted on a daily basis by heavily armed herdsmen, reportedly cloaked in military camouflage. Daily posts gather that over the past 3 months, the toll has been staggering, over 500 lives allegedly lost within 3 local government areas in Benue South Senatorial District known as Idoma Land. Villages in Otukpo, Akpa and Agatu local government areas are bearing the brunt, with reports of marauders butchering several locals, leaving many homes completely burnt down and numerous residents still missing. The perpetrators, however, remain elusive, with no one claiming responsibility for the heinous attacks, though local point fingers at Fulani herdsmen. Bloodbath returns to Agatu. Agatu, which enjoyed relative peace in recent years, has once again been visited with bloodbaths, extending to neighboring communities and local government areas like Akpa and Otukpo. The latest wave of violence that ravaged Agatu left communities decimated with numerous lives lost. Meanwhile, Idoma youth face armed men with limited resources. A local source revealed that over 700 armed men have surrounded Otukpo, Akpa and Agatu villages with no security personnel in sight to challenge them at the moment. Villagers have also continued to bemoan the scarcity of security personnel in the affected areas. A local vigilante who refused to be named recounted his recent encounter with security personnel who, rather than offering protection, warned against any retaliation actions. According to the local vigilante, he says, "We the youth from Ohimini and Ugbojo came here to help our brothers and sisters, but things turned out really tough. The security people who were supposed to protect us didn't do a good job. When we got here, one of them warned us that if we shoot without caution, they will take away our weapons. But when we went into the forest, things were much harder than we thought. The enemies we faced were much difficult to handle and we had to retreat." In a widely circulated video obtained, one of the volunteers currently on the battlefield revealed what the villagers were going through. According to him, the attackers seemed to be on a mission to erase the Idoma community from the map of Nigeria. "We are about 50 youth from the neighboring communities, and when we arrived here, the situation was way beyond our expectations. Facing these people with our damn guns is a suicide mission. They are fully clad in military uniforms. Unfortunately, we fell into their ambush and they killed 4 of us. Currently, we are trying to retrieve the bodies from the bush to prevent them from decaying, but we no longer have ammunition. These attackers shoot on sight. We urge the government to come to our aid. Idoma leaders, please help us. We are under siege. Our land is under attack and they are slaughtering us like chickens." Without any provocations, they unleashed gunfire on anyone in their line of sight, he lamented. The military has also not been spared from the ongoing onslaught. Just last week, Operation We Stroke suffered a significant blow after losing 3 of its members in a coordinated attack perpetrated by suspected Fulani herdsmen in Agatu. In a detailed account of the invasion by the marauders herders and the huge cost paid by its troops to secure Agatu, the OPWS Force Commander Major General Sunday Igbinowahia explained that its troops deployed to Agu community reacted following the huge number of people fleeing the Okokolo community on Thursday. According to him, on inquiry, the troops were informed that terrorists suspected to be armed herdsmen were advancing towards the town to attack it. The troops immediately mobilized and proceeded to the community, which was about 15 kilometers from their base. The success achieved was, however, at a huge cost, with three of the troops paying the supreme sacrifice to prevent the killing of the inhabitants of Okokolo and the intended sacking of the community. The community volunteer guards established in August 22 under the leadership of former Governor Samuel Ortom to enhance community security find themselves grappling with helplessness in the face of the escalating war. A member of the guard who expressed dissatisfaction pointed out that the current government is not giving them the necessary support and attention they need. According to the guard member, Governor Alia should set aside politics and come to the rescue of his people. He pleaded, "This is not the time for politics. The governor is not really giving us the attention and the necessary support. We expected him to do more because this fight is beyond the police or army alone. We are residents of these communities. We know all the corners and can contribute in our own small way to support other security agencies. If this continues, one day you might wake up to find that Idoma land has been taken over by Fulani herdsmen." Worried over the worsening situation, the senator representing Benue State Senatorial District and Senate Minority Leader Comrade Abba Patrick Moro last week moved a motion of persistent attack on Benue State communities and called on the Senate for quick intervention. Senator Moro, in his motion, decried the persistent attacks on his constituents by armed men suspected to be bandits and without a single arrest by security operatives. Meanwhile, the Idoma Association USA, a sociocultural organization, has strongly criticized both the state and the federal government for standing idle as Idoma land faces turmoil. During a news conference held recently, the president of the group, Edwin Ocha, called upon the leaders of Idoma land to resist and confront what he described as a war of attrition going on in Benue. He said, "It is unacceptable that our people are left defenseless, homes destroyed and farm produce decimated. We implore the federal government of Nigeria to step in promptly and take decisive action to bring an end to these heartless attacks that have turned our land into a killing field. The safety and well-being of our fellow Idoma citizens must be prioritized and justice must prevail. We urge our members to raise awareness, mobilize resources, and engage in advocacy efforts to ensure that the voices of the victims are heard and that, lastly, solutions are implemented." Meanwhile, while reacting to the claim that the security men are not on ground, OPWS Force Commander Major General Sunday said an operation was already underway to track the marauders. He said the OPWS will carry out its mandate as directed by Chief of Defense Staff to ensure the security of lives and properties in the first joint operation areas. So my people, this is the state we have found ourselves in this country where insecurity is going on by the day and the federal government are doing absolutely nothing to bring a stop to this. So a lot of people actually gave their opinion on this matter, which I'll be reading out for you guys. And the first person here says, herdsmen kill over 500 in Agatu, Otukpo, and Akpa Benue State, a food basket of the nation. The same country that president is telling us that we will export food to the outside world. I then ask, are the farmers going to practice their farming in their room? Government must stop these empty promises and propaganda and face the realities of hunger in the land. Do you expect security from a country where the armies, police, civil defense, etc. are recruited to provide security for politicians and their families only? It's really sad. Another person also gave his opinion saying, I hate the way politicians talk. I could remember how this present governor was insulting Otom over the insecurity in states. Now he is the governor and the same thing is happening to the Benue people, but he couldn't do anything to secure the lives of the people. What a pity. And the last comment I'll be taking here says, Buhari slept over unwarranted killings of innocent indigenous citizens in Benue State. I hope this current president will not do the same. Injury to one is injury to all. These camouflage herdsmen are not spirits. The APC and Tinubu government should be concerned by the bloodshed going on in Benue State. Any government that cannot guarantee the security of lives and property of our citizens is worthless. And that is it for you all. Please let me know your opinion in the comment section, and please help me to like and share this video so that this video will be recommended to other people. Thank you so much for stopping by.